Symonds. Translated, that means open gates, and it relates to energy gates in the body. Now this video is for students only as a small guide. Does not replace classes, but it's a small guide to help you understand the very basic principles of Symonds, sometimes called Taoist yoga, but it is not yoga per se. It is a set or a series of medical Qigong exercises which can be used for self-help. In traditional China, I think people sometimes used to prescribe them for certain sort of illnesses or conditions such as body aches, pains, sprains, that kind of thing. Once you've actually been learning Symonds for some number of months or years, you will then understand which part of the bodies are affected by which exercises, and therefore which exercises you might need to do to alleviate pains, sprains or anything else. Okay, so as a basic guide, in the standing exercises we have the same as in the seated on the floor exercises or the kneeling exercises, and that is we have a sequence and an extension. In the case of something that's done forwards, we will do the sequence once, like so, and then twice, like so, and then we will do the extension once, coming back to neutral, and then twice, coming back to neutral, and finishing. That's just an example that was not one of the actual exercises, but it doesn't do any harm to do it. Okay. Example exercise number 1. We start with the feet together in eagle stance, toes splayed outwards. This is the first sequence, so we breathe in and then we exhale as we turn to our left. Inhale as you center, exhale as you turn right. Inhale as you center, exhale as you relax, like so. That was the first sequence. You'll note that the sequences are done smoothly. That is, we do not hold the position, and we do not hold the breath either. Extension. I'm now taking the exercise past the initial point, turning as far as I can, and then coming back with natural breathing. You'll probably find that you exhale as you turn, but that's quite natural and quite safe to do so. That's the first sequence. As you can see, I am limited for space in here, so there's very few exercises that I can do, and I can't get them all on screen because of the limitation of the depth of field. Some exercises in Symonds may be done sitting on the floor, and some, as I said before, may be done standing up. In the standing up exercises, you may have, for example, where you're starting off from eagle stance, Okay, you know what eagle stance is. You may not be able to see my feet in this video, so we start off from eagle stance with the feet like that. We sink the weight down onto the right leg, stepping out with the left, and then squaring up the right foot so that both feet are pointing straight ahead. Sink your weight down. More or less the same principles as we use when we start Jin or Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, now if I'm going to do this exercise on either side, then I start off with this one, for example, the arm twisting back stretching one. By looking under my left armpit, I stepped out to my left, so I look under my left armpit first. Exhale as I twist the palms up and backwards. Inhale as I come back in, relax into that position there, and then step in with the left foot. And then I may step out with the right foot and do the same thing again, this time looking towards my right armpit as I exhale and twist, coming back in to the center again, bringing my right foot in. That's one sequence. Shoulders are relaxed, all of the muscles are relaxed. You can see that my elbows are sinking down, my shoulders are sinking down. You do not want to do this or tense up in Kai Men. Okay, I will start that part again. That's the initial two sequences, left and right. Now for the extension, left and right. The extension is simply natural breathing, but again you would be wise to exhale as you twist or limit the body's capacity to hold air. Turn the palms up to the ceiling and look as far back underneath your arm or armpit as you can. Reach your maximum, come back in, and then we come back in entirely to the neutral position. Okay, then if you want to try and do that after I've done this, so watch carefully first of all. This is the extension. Those are the basic principles of Kai Men. It should always be done with 2 warm-up sequences and then 2 extensions. Obviously the sequence is limiting the strain on the muscles and ligaments, and the extensions are the parts that stretch you out, open out the ligaments, the muscles, the blood vessels, the nervous system, and also stretches the body out so that the chi can flow freely through the body. Most important part. When you become familiar with Kai Men, you will find that you do a series of exercises, and afterwards it's a condition that I describe as being wobbly on the inside. If you're doing them correctly, you do a series of exercises and you feel a bit kind of like jelly walking down the street, although you do feel quite earthed out and relaxed. But Afterwards, the next day, you wake up absolutely phenomenally, feeling really good, because the exercises do open up the energy channels in the body so that the chi can flow freely through the energy channels. It's a kind of fine-tuning yourself, if you like. But I'll leave you to practice. They are the basic principles. Go over the video again when you get 5 minutes, and then try to practice one of your exercises correctly, smoothly, no strain, no jerks on the sequences. And then again, smoothly, no strain, no jerks on the extension. Pay attention to the breathing on the sequence and breathe naturally on the extension. Happy Kai Men.